And I got these plans. I'ma be goddamn, I don't see these through, you don't understand.
Yo, what's good with y'all?
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Night Nut Pod. And
we are your hosts.
I'm Maggie, an aspiring film director.
I'm Zach, also known as Backpack Zach, an aspiring rapper / singer-songwriter.
Well, you are a rapper, singer, songwriter.
Yeah, that's true. I actually do that shit for real.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna get right into it because I was in the middle of a story.
Yeah, we were just catching up before the show. Yeah, you know how it is.
So, to catch you guys up, I did this job that was basically a freelance delivery. So, like, I went to this warehouse, picked up a bunch of clothes.
Picked up the goods.
Yeah, and then I started delivering around various places in Los Angeles. And it was a super hectic experience, to say the least. I was all over town. And then finally they're like, all right, you know what? Your route is kind of messed up. Like, the guy called me and he's like, your route's kind of crazy, so we're going to have you meet up with another girl and you guys are going to switch so that you can have, like, the routes will just work out better. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. Right. So then they're like, go to this Yoshinami, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but it was on Vermont and Wilshire. So I'm sitting there, and then, like, I'm, like, waiting there for, like, 10 minutes. He said he was going to be there. She was going to be there in 10 minutes or 15. So then, like, 20 minutes passed, and I'm like, yo. So
now you're just falling behind on your route.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like, I was already going to be here pretty late, you know?
Yeah.
So, they're like, yeah, this girl, Sarah, like, and then I'm like, okay, what kind of car does she have? I text the guy, what kind of car does she have? No response. So then I'm like, okay. And then I call, finally, and they're like, okay, yeah, so Sarah is not being, like, super helpful right now, but she says she's on...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she's like, she's right on Wilshire with her hazards on. And she's like...
No. You're gonna see her right in the middle of it.
Yeah, right? They're like,
you
in a
see
white
Sarah
Mercedes.
running across the package.
I'm like, okay. So then I'm, like, driving around. I finally find her, dude. It was a miracle I found her, actually. But, you know, I pull up and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Yo, we're supposed to switch packages. And she was like, dude, she was bugging out, bro. She's like, no, fuck this shit. She's like, fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm literally done. And I was like, oh.
You didn't know what.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And she's like, do you work here? Like, and I was like, not really. I'm just like, this is my first day, yo. Yeah. And she's like, this is bullshit. Like, these fucking Nazis are texting me telling me that I did the package wrong. I don't know how to do it. I'm going all over the town. Like, I've been out since 8 o'clock this morning, bro. I'm like, and she's like bugging out, bro. And she's like, so I'm like, so we're not, like, switching. I was
so
like,
do you mind if I just get back to my route?
For real. I was like, oh. It just caught me so off guard. I was like, okay.
There. Damn, so you guys didn't switch?
No. She's literally like, no. I'm giving you my packages, and then I'm leaving. And I was like,
damn.
Oh. I was like, that's not what he told me. I was like, he told me you were going to take some of mine. I was going to take some of yours. Like,
wow.
But she was like, no. And I was like, well, look, my car is full right now. Like, you know, I don't have a huge car. And it was full of boxes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't take all your packages, yo. Like,
yeah.
And she's like, well, then can you just take the small ones? And I'm like, yeah. Because I'm a nice guy. And also, I needed that money.
Yeah.
I was not going to quit. Like, I don't care how hard this shit gets. I was like, dude, the only way to get through is...
Why were they leaving, like, you two to, like, duke it out in the streets, though? Like, that's kind of crazy.
I know, right?
Do you think Sarah was like, I'm giving up, and so they low-key were like, oh, Zach, go switch with Sarah. But they were low-key like, someone needs to go calm this bitch down.
Right? I don't
so
know.
they like sent you to like pick up her slack.
Literally.
And they made it sound to you like they were making it
Easy
easier.
for me.
But really they were like, yo, Sarah's on one, we gotta send Zach over.
No, for real. That's why they were like, she's not being like super cooperative right now. I was like, dude, she's having a panic attack. Like, she's literally bugging out right now. I just felt bad for her, bro. Like, she's a Korean girl. We were in K-Town. And she's like, I live down the street. Like, I just want to go home. And I was like, all right. Yeah, I was like, okay. So
then what happened?
So then I called the guys, and I'm like, yo, she's hella not delivering anymore. Like... And he's like, yeah, she told me that. Yeah, she did tell me that. Yeah, and I was like, okay, so like...
Oh, yeah, they definitely sent you there to figure it out.
Yeah, but then they're like, okay, well, she's coming back to the headquarters now, so like, whatever packages she has, we will subtract the ones she doesn't have and put them on your list, and then your list, just come back with it when you finish her route, basically.
Oh, so they were like, just finish hers and don't do yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, cool. So that's what I did. But it was just so funny, honestly. She was like just freaking out.
That is
I remember one time she was like, and these stupid motherfuckers. And then she was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to get ghetto real quick. Because and I was like, go ahead. I was like, you do you, girl.
That's funny.
Yeah, she was like, dude, I'm sorry, but like, I just really needed to vent. And I was like,
yeah, she had a long day.
Yeah, I was like, dog, for real,
No,
do you? Like,
especially with those like gig jobs, like I did one of those. You just feel so like it's like the first day at work, but over and over again.
yeah.
So I get her very at the end of the line.
Yeah, and when I found out she was doing it since 8, it was 8. Like, she had been driving for 12 hours.
Way.
Yeah. And she still had all these packages. I was like, that's fucked up. Like,
yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, but there's a little nice LA story for you.
Yeah,
you
that's... See, and I feel like people in LA, I was telling you this the other day, I feel like people are so, like, open to, like, talking to strangers.
Yeah, that's true.
And, like, that, and I always thought people in LA were, like, really unfriendly, and some people are pissed off. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, I feel like it's so much more... I mean, I don't know, honestly, because I have been in San Diego for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
So I don't want to compare it to, like, Colorado, because I honestly don't. I haven't really been in that vibe. Mm-hmm. But, like, compared to San Diego, people here are so much more, like, friendly and open and nice and, like, humble.
Yeah.
Like, it's really nice. I really like the people here.
Me too. I like the people here a lot.
Yeah.
I don't meet... I'm just going to be honest. I don't meet a lot of LA... like natives. Like when I meet a native, I'm like, whoa, really?
I feel like I meet all natives.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meet so many people that are from out of town, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to start their clothing line or be in the film industry, something like that, you know?
Damn, starting a clothing line would be fire.
I know. Merch is out now for BPZ, by the way.
Segue.
Link in bio.
Yeah.
Find something you like, dude. Rep the backpack. Yo, that should be like the whole.
Sorry. Okay, that's.
Rep the backpack though. That should be like
the name?
the tag. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really good. I like that.
Yeah. So, okay, but what else are we gonna talk about?
Oh yeah, so something really cool. Well, it wasn't that. It was cool. The other day we went to the Hunger Games premiere for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
That was tight.
It was really cool. I think the main reason that I'm salty about it is because I bought a $26 ticket for tonight.
Speak on it.
And then I paid $30 for parking. So I couldn't really look at it like, oh, that was just like something fun and extra. Like, I'm glad I went, which is normally how I look at the premieres. And this time it was more like, why the fuck am I dropping almost $60 on this movie?
Yeah. It's
like,
true.
It got a little crazy.
Yeah, that was fucked up, man.
But, hey, you can't win them all.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, like, for me,
yeah,
all positive.
Yeah, no negatives.
But it was my first premiere, and so like I didn't have very much expectations. I know Maggie like saw Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I've
one
been to
time.
some sick premieres, like
Yeah,
LeBron.
like, saw LeBron
giving a speech in a tiny theater vibes, like.
Yeah, that's tight as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing like that. We weren't in the same
Yeah.
theater as them, which was a letdown.
I also heard Olivia Rodrigo went into some of the theaters beforehand and was like, "Hey guys, it's me, Olivia. I wrote the." It's like, dude, why are you doing us like this?
That's fucked up.
Like we got nothing.
How disappointing.
We got nothing.
We really did. We caught a glimpse of Olivia at the very end, and her boyfriend.
No, it's her best friend.
Oh.
He's gay.
Oh.
Yeah, they're besties.
Maniac.
Olivia and Conan Gray.
Yeah.
Getting in their driver's car. So that was cool because I do like Olivia Rodrigo, but it would have been cool if she could talk to us.
Yeah.
Mostly, I just wanted to hear the director talk. I always think that's like the coolest part. And then like watching it with the cast for the first time. But like they weren't with us. But it was really cool. It was a good energy, and like we met some really cool people in line.
Yeah.
Like we were having some. We had like 5 inside jokes by the end.
Yeah,
of
it was, by the end of us standing on the road for 2 hours,
like we were funny.
Yeah, we had some really good banter going on.
Yeah, we were riffing.
Exactly. You know, just a little bit of improv.
Nothing too serious. They were funny though.
Yeah, they were fucking good people for sure. They were good people.
Mm-hmm. And just like you kind of bond with everyone with like are we gonna get in? Are we not? It's like a trauma bond.
Yeah,
obviously not trauma, but
for real though it is because we're like sitting there in limbo, and like the line people that were letting us in, they were hella like not. They were trying to keep us on our toes for real. Like they were like, all right, so like they took so long to actually hand us a ticket. Like for the longest, we were like, are we getting in? Or?
Priority line, we were supposed to go in there like by 4:30, I think. It was like 4:30 priority ends. And we didn't end up going in there until like 5:15. Yeah. And they wouldn't tell us a thing. So we were in line for like 2 hours, just like with nothing.
Just hoping.
No movement.
Yeah.
No, them telling us the plan. Like, it was just crazy.
For real.
It was getting insane by the end.
Yeah, by the end, the suspense was just...
Yeah, like, we were like, this is not fun. Like, I just want a ticket.
For real, especially when we were at the front of the line. Like, there was a time where they had these tickets and they handed it out to people, and they stopped, like, 5 people in front of us. You know?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh.
We were like, fuck.
We were like, dude, there's no way.
Yeah, and maybe those people got to go in the theater with
I know, you never know.
the director.
Yeah.
We really wanted to see Hunter Schafer.
Yes, I wanted to see Hunter Schafer because I wanted to ask her if she's going to play Zelda, which...
She wants to.
She wants to, yeah. And like, I've said this, that, you know, she said that she grew up playing Zelda.
Which is what you need.
Which is what we all want.
Yeah.
That's all we want, you know, as Zelda fans.
That's what everyone wants in an adaptation. Someone that loves the original.
Yeah, like the One Piece cast.
Mm-hmm.
They had genuine love for the story already. So then they're like, oh, fuck yeah, I'll play this character. I understand this character because I understand the fucking scheme of the whole shit, you know?
Yeah.
So,
that would be sick.
Yeah, but I do want to say about the movie, like, it was an impressive movie. I really liked it. I can't remember the last time I liked a movie that much.
Nice.
But I also haven't been to the theater in a long time. You know?
It is really nice. Popcorn, soda, audience.
Yeah, like...
The audience is like what it is.
For real.
Everyone just like...
experiencing it.
Like, it's such a cool thing. This is why I like love film, because it's such a cool thing to be fully immersed in like a story, and you can do this with like any form of art really, but like in film it's like a combination of everything. Like it's costume design, it's music that's enhancing it, like it's visuals, it's a story,
characters
and it's just like,
that are you're bonding with, you're learning more and more about these characters
It's so cool.
Yeah, it really is. It was a fucking nice experience. And the thing that stuck out the most to me about the film for sure was fucking Rachel. That girl is a beast, bro.
She has pipes, bro.
I mean, seriously, like, and honestly, bro, I'll be the first to say, I thought she was a fucking cunt. Like,
wait,
from the interviews and shit. Like, I was like, that girl is irritating as fuck. Like, from the Snow White interviews and stuff. Like, I was like, fuck her.
No, yeah, I was kind of hating too after those Snow White interviews.
Yeah, but no, she redeemed herself.
Yeah,
100%.
She definitely did.
Yeah, like she's a really good actress.
She gave a performance.
Yeah, but fuck, her voice is like haunting.
It really is.
It's like everything you want it to be in a girl's voice.
It's giving me goosebumps just talking about it.
Actually.
And the soundtrack like isn't out yet because the movie isn't out yet.
Yeah.
It's like coming out tonight. So I'm like dying for that soundtrack to come out to listen to her.
Yeah, honestly, I would hella bump that, bro. Like she takes my heart with her voice.
It's like a classic like
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a it's hard to explain.
It's kind of like, wow, this is how singing should sound.
Yeah, like, dude, but I also think that that's part of it was like the songs were fucking good. They're like folkish.
Those lyrics were, it's always interesting when they do this because those lyrics were in the book.
Oh, really?
Some of them were added, I think, but like most of them were like the songs from the book. So it's really interesting to think how they had to write
the music
song around the lyrics. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I don't know how they do that, but
yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that was a really good watch. Also, the guy who played Snow.
Yeah.
You know, hats off to him. He gave a great performance.
He did.
Like he really killed it.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to play like a multi-dimensional character, and I don't want to get into it anymore because I don't really want to spoil it.
Well, it won't be spoiling because this will be out, so like, you know, maybe look out for spoilers.
Yeah,
but
well, a couple spoilers here and there.
But yeah, he's a really good anti-hero, and I love a good anti-hero.
Yeah, me too.
Like Clockwork Orange is one of my favorites because the guy. Have you ever seen Clockwork Orange? The main guy's literally like a serial killer.
Oh, really?
But for some reason, you're like rooting for him.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Like, why am I rooting for him?
Yeah.
Just love an anti-hero.
It's kind of like you. But you're like, oh, you fucking asshole. And sometimes you are like, dude, somebody stop this guy. But like for the most part, you're like, well, you better fucking clean that body up. You know, you're like, you're not going to get caught, bro. Like, you better clean it up.
Yeah, you're rooting for him to like figure it out.
Yeah, you're like, bro, go bury it in the desert. I don't know. But yeah, back to the Zelda movie actually, because I do have more to say about that.
Yeah.
I know I speak for a lot of Zelda fans when I say the expectations are high.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't think everyone's like, oh fuck?
Everyone is like, you're gonna fuck this up. I promise. You know? Like, all of the fans are like, no, you can't fuck, you're gonna do it wrong, you know?
Yeah, but at least Shigeru Miyamoto is producing.
Yeah.
So, and he also produced Super Mario Bros. So, like, you're like...
Yeah.
You want to believe that he's gonna try his best.
Yeah, of course he will. I think...
But the whole team needs to be...
Zelda fanatics.
Yeah, Zelda fans and like trying their best, like.
Yeah, it's kind of a different thing with Zelda. I feel like because everybody likes Mario. They're like, oh yeah, totally the guy or the plumber, you know. Yeah. But it's like with Zelda, it's like no, people will die about this shit. Like,
yeah, because Zelda's a lot more like meaningful and like the games are a lot more detailed and like.
Yeah. I think they're...
It's lore. Like,
exactly.
It's more than, like, Mario.
Yeah, like, Mario, like, represents, like, oh, it's fun Nintendo. Yeah. But Zelda's, like, the kind of, like, dark stepbrother of Mario, you know? And he's like, no, he doesn't fuck around. Like, you have to do this shit hard as fuck. Because, like, even if there's, like, some funny shit, of course, every movie needs, like, a little bit of funny humor things. But if it's an overkill, bro, that'll piss me off. You know?
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, bro, this is serious.
That's what kind of pissed me off about the Hunger Games. Because
Oh,
why
yeah.
was the host character cracking jokes constantly? Dude, you know what? I feel
He's
like
hilarious.
He probably improv'd a lot of that, and when they were making the edit, they edited. I think they edited a little too much of him in there because his jokes were probably so funny that they were like, "Oh, this is good. Like, let's keep that in. Let's keep that in." And then overall, it ended up being like, okay, it's like taking over everything.
Yeah.
Like it was.
I do feel that.
It was the main part of like so many scenes that weren't supposed to be focused around the host being funny.
Yeah. But he stole
he stole the show. That's why they left him in the edit. So good for him.
Yeah, that guy.
Like, he's in his bag.
For real.
But like, come on, guys, like stick to the story.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed that part a lot, especially because that story is pretty fucking dark. Like, there's not a lot to be happy about, you know?
Yeah.
And so is the original Hunger Games. You know,
Yeah.
It is very much like a lot of people are starving and dying. There's people who are super rich, and then there's people who like hate their lives every day. They wake up and they're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
So,
and then everyone glorifies children killing children, which is crazy.
yeah, that's insane. But I don't know. I also think that it was cool how, I guess in the Hunger Games, in the original, you know, you got this guy is like a master of the trident, you know, or like
Yeah.
Katniss like doesn't miss, you know, and then it's like with this, it was just like literally like regular ass kids who are like, oh, now I have to be aggressive, you know.
Yeah.
And that was happening in the Hunger Games too.
With some people.
Yeah, where they were like, okay, I'm not supposed to be here. Like,
Yeah,
this is fucked up.
This was like definitely, and I like how they drew symbolism, like similar things from Lucy Gray and Katniss, but they're like very obviously like two different people.
Yeah.
Like Lucy, you're not like, yo, she's low-key really smart, like she's a fighter. You're kind of just like, damn, she made it work in there.
Yeah.
Like
it's true, yeah.
She performed her way out of it. Where with Katniss, you're like, at the end of the day, like Katniss is a beast.
Badass, yeah.
But like,
exactly. She's like actually got like the killer instinct and like
she's a fighter.
Yeah.
She'll outsmart you. She'll outshoot you.
Mm-hmm.
But
she's like a good like warrior. Like she's a good soldier type shit. But yeah, that was a fucking really good movie. Maggie's going to see it again tonight, and I told her I was fucking jealous, dude. Like, that was one of the movies that I really would like to just watch again, because I just enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. Well, now you gotta rewatch The Hunger Games, because after I read the book, I rewatched them all, and it was, like, really great to see how everything, like, went with what the story is told about, like, the 10th Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Because, like, they say things where it's like, wow. And I also saw an interview about it saying, like, the director of The Hunger Games, like, it's almost like, or the guy who plays Snow in The Hunger Games, it's almost like he already knew, like, his backstory, because people have noticed so many little things, like the way he looks at, like, Peeta and Katniss and stuff. It's so obvious that it, like, reminds him of, like, him and Lucy.
Oh.
And it's, like, extra triggering to him.
Yeah, that's really...
Because that was probably, like, the one person in his life that he was ever like willing to put above him.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't, but
right.
like it was like the first time the only time in his life where he considered it.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. I like how it all is together in one story.
Yeah, and it does, like, as much as you didn't want it to be, because, you know, in Hunger Games, Snow is just such an asshole. Mm-hmm. You're like, fuck this guy. Like, he fucking sucks. He's like, what's wrong with the world? Yeah. You know? But then seeing his backstory, they did a good job of, like, being like, okay, but this is why he's like that. Like, it's you know, it's not justified, but it's like, this is the reason, you know? Mm-hmm. And they did a really good job of, like, showing, like, this shit happened.
Yeah,
so
like he was kind of fucked.
Yeah.
They're like, he didn't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, like.
But he definitely turned evil.
Yeah.
But I also think that he kind of sees not only Lucy in Katniss, but I feel like he sees himself in Katniss because, and like I was telling you this the other day too, but like at the very end of Mockingjay, when the rebels win and President Coin becomes president of Panem, and she already starts being like, okay, we're gonna like put the Capitol kids, and it's like, wait, and Katniss is like, what are you doing? Like, you're doing the same thing, but like reverse.
Yeah.
And so then Coin is like, you can execute President Snow, and Katniss is like, great, that's what I want to do. And then like when she is going to shoot Snow, and then she aims up and shoots President Coin instead, and Snow just starts cracking up, and he's like, yes!
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that reminded me like of young Choreo, and like the way he is so smart about every decision and so like goes to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah.
Where they're like, you have no choice, like this is what you have to do, and he's like, no, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna fucking like, I feel like that's kind of how Katniss moves too.
Yeah.
And
It's
so,
like in the lines, but it's like, boop. Like she like
yeah,
pokes out.
and he fucking like loved it that she killed Coin.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
It's not
He
even,
does move like
he
that.
He wasn't even like, oh yay, now I get to live. Like he was just like, dude, like
Yeah, he's like, that's
she's
exactly.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah, like I feel like he sees himself in Katniss.
yeah.
But he's like, that's why he's like so threatened,
Mm-hmm.
because he sees that she's like a fighter, she's smart, her back's against the wall, and
Yeah,
then
he's
tie
like,
in the
damn.
thing with Lucy.
Yeah, he's like, she's gonna fucking do it. She's gonna. It's like he knew the whole time.
Yeah,
He's like, damn.
like they get each other low key.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah.
That is
Except
the best
Katniss
story.
has like a good heart, and he has an evil heart.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was the coolest part about that whole story, was being able to draw those similarities between Katniss and Snow. Honestly, like
Yeah.
that shit is really dope.
Yeah.
But speaking of movies,
Oh, yeah.
I've been thinking about this for a while actually. So you go first though. What is your favorite Jordan Peele film?
It's Get Out.
It's Get Out?
Oh, yeah, one sec. Did you think it was something else?
Yeah.
Look, I have the Get Out annotated screenplay.
Oh, that's tight.
Where like he literally wrote like little notes on like the meaning behind every little detail.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
And I just feel like the other movies he got to go a lot more experimental and like go a little Tarantino-y with the plot.
Yeah.
Whereas Get Out is like a classic, like what we want the form of a movie to be.
Yeah. That's true.
And it's just like perfect. Like you could just put a bow on this movie and be like, it's perfect. The symbolism, the like build up, the outcome, like the hidden messages between everything, like stuff that goes unsaid, like when Rod pulls up in the end in the cop car and she's like, help, you're just like, fuck, he's fucked.
Yeah.
But he's not, and they didn't have to say like, oh, because like they would have killed
Cops
him.
are, yeah.
Yeah, like because we know that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, yeah, it's perfect. I think it's perfect. But the other ones, I do love. So what about you?
No, honestly, I was going to say, now I can't remember the name of it, but...
Us?
No.
Nope.
Yes. Nope
Yeah.
is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
It is really. I love Nope. A lot of
Like-
people didn't like it.
Yeah, I loved Nope because I just love a good story where, like, you don't exactly know what's going on until the end.
Yeah.
Almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I remember being, like, confused in that movie. Like,
Yeah.
a good way through it. And I like that. I'm like, did I miss something? Or, like,
Yeah.
am I supposed to know what this shit is? Like, but
It was.
also, the CGI in that movie is, like, fucking breathtaking.
Yeah. And I like the sibling dynamic.
Yeah.
Because they're always like beefing, and then it's like, at the end of the day, it's like that thing where like nobody gets you like your sibling.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
and that was like a big theme in it.
Yeah, I do like that part a lot too. And older brother, younger sister.
Yeah. But
But
that's interesting.
Yeah, I just like I also, there's so many movies made about LA,
Mm-hmm.
and that is such a brand new spin that we had never seen before,
Yeah,
where
that
it's
is
like,
true.
where it's like, yeah, but this is also LA,
Yeah.
but like way out in the boondocks, and like people are doing weird shit, because that's probably true,
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I would have to go with Nope. Get Out is the second. I feel like Us is such a this is a horror film,
Yeah.
Us is good. Like it has a complex story.
Yeah, I think it's the weakest link for sure.
You know what I mean? Like
a lot of people like it the most though, and that's what I don't get. If you like it the most, comment what you like about it.
yeah, justify it for us because we
Don't
think.
just fucking sit there and say it's the best. Back it up.
Don't just comment Us. Fuck off. Give us 3 reasons. I want a paragraph.
Yeah.
Beginning, middle, and end. It better be a good intro.
Thesis statement.
Yeah. You better have a hook in there, or we're not reading the comment. I was also gonna say, dude, that kid who played Snow.
Oh yeah.
I know this is kind of Tom Blythe.
Blythe, I don't know.
Yeah, Blythe maybe.
We don't know.
Dude, that guy would actually be a good Link. And maybe my head is just so in Hunger Games right now.
Yeah.
But I know his hair isn't naturally blonde either.
Yeah, no.
But he looks like he should be naturally blonde.
Yeah.
And his face is just shaped like Link's.
Yeah. That would be cool. And he already has chemistry with Hunter Schafer.
Yeah. They all of their on-screen stuff seemed genuine.
Yeah.
And that was a cool dynamic actually. I really liked how they were on screen together.
Yeah.
So, but the thing about Zelda is they probably won't get a lot of on-screen time if they go true to the story, because it's kind of like Link is looking for Zelda,
That's what he does.
Yeah, that's what he fucking does. Dude, if they don't do that, then that's another way to piss everybody off super fast. If it's a Link and Zelda adventure.
Yeah.
Trying to...
This will be really interesting to see.
I know. I am excited to see it no matter what. But the truth is, I just don't... I think it's my fault, bro. I'm such a Zelda fan that I'm like, you guys are gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
But
I think that's a good outlook to have.
Yeah.
Are you gonna... This reminds me of those TikToks where it's they're not... It would be they're not playing the new Fortnite tomorrow. They are. And it's the older group of kids, and then it goes back that's going to be you guys, where it's they're not seeing the new Zelda movie. They are.
It's true.
Everyone has kids.
Yeah, for real. No, it's true. I mean, for sure, me and the boys are going to have to go check it out.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time, but man, I just know that there's going to be that one thing, no matter what.
Yeah, there'll be a few things that piss you off no matter what. I'm sure.
My thing is, I want it to be, honestly, I want it to be Game of Thrones-ish. The Witcher-ish, if you ever seen The Witcher. The Witcher is also based on a video game, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
You want it to be dark and fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want it to be scary. Because that's how it was. When I was a kid playing these games that... they're rated E, but they fucking shouldn't be. Honestly, I was scared shitless.
Yeah, yeah.
As a 6-year-old, I'm I'm supposed to go into this well that's a fucking shadow realm. And there's all these, dark monsters in there, bro. They're scary. They look scary. I had nightmares about it, but I was afraid to tell my mom because I was literally afraid to tell mom because she wouldn't let me play. I'll be these video games are scaring the shit out of me. I can't sleep.
You just have to tell the boys.
Yeah, I'm bro, I had a nightmare about a fucking Re-Dead. And they're yeah, they're in there. They're in there. But yeah.
I hope it will be scary.
Yeah, it's got to be scary, a little gory, a little bit holy shit, this kid's about to die for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's how the game's
Is he a kid? How old is he at the beginning?
It's tough because, the original Ocarina of Time that came out on the 64, it's the first 3D game ever.
Yeah.
And is what everyone goes to. Like, Zelda got really good then. I think he's 10. Yeah, I think he's 10 when he starts, and then he jumps in the future 7 years. So he's 17 in some scenes.
Oh, okay.
And then ever since then, it has been kind of like Link is 10 to... Some video games, it seems like he's 12, 13, 14. But he's never really over 19, 20. I think sometimes he could pass for like an 18-year-old, 20-year-old, you know? But for the like, he's a kid, you know? Like, so that's what's cool about it, you know? Is that it's like just some fucking kid who's like mobbing around.
Yeah.
Like facing the whole world, and he's just not second-guessing himself. Like, he's just like...
So
right.
coming of age.
Exactly. That's what is beautiful about Zelda, you know? Is that it's like... Because, like, throughout my life, I've always said this. Like, Zelda has taught me so much in my life. Like, sometimes, if I'm scared to do something, I'm like, but it's just like Zelda, bro. Just go forward.
Yeah.
Like, just walk in there.
That's fire.
You know? And it's going to be something. But, like, you got a sword. You got a shield.
Aw.
You know?
That's lit.
Yeah. It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this. If you know, you know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. One more thing. I'm excited about the Cali to New York situation that I got going. So, little update. Last Sunday.
You're moving to New York?
No. But last Sunday, I went into a competition, a music competition. And the winner basically gets flown out to New York.
Yeah.
All expense, hotel paid for, flight paid for. And... you basically get an interview with Hot 97 too. So I was at the first round and I made it. I was one of the qualifying artists to go back this week. So hopefully, and then
that's really exciting.
Yeah, the trip is like December 5th through the 10th.
Oh,
if
nice.
I make it. So yeah, I'm excited. I really hope that I can. No, fuck that. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Like, I feel it.
You better book your flight. Oh, wait, they're going to book you.
They're going to book. I better fucking not.
No, I'm actually going to Portland those same days. So that's really funny. We'll both be over there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
The content these days is just
it's pouring.
Top tier.
It's pouring out.
Yeah.
The amazing content.
I feel like the music this year has been like you know how everyone's like 2016, I feel like this year in music has been like iconic in every way.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm just having a great time.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did watch it, bro. It really helps us out. And until next week.
Peace. Oh, actually, we're not going to be on next week because Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes. Thanksgiving.
Enjoy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy Thanksgiving, yeah.
Okay.
And the Sunday after that, we will nut pod once more.
Yes, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, so, bye.
Happy holidays.
We are brother and sister.